Alright, today we're going to be talking about the secret to the modern 303s. There's a little tiny secret to it that I'm going to be showing you and everything you need to know. I'm going to be using this MIDI file here. This is from my Definitive Acid 303s Volume 2 pack. Links at the top of the description. Let's get going. Alright, so I have operator here, and we're going to need a saw wave. So there's kind of like a few secrets with the 303, right? Let's bring this release down, and we're going to use the saw wave. So the first secret is kind of sticking to the saw wave, to be honest. I think that modern sound that you hear, that you know, that really like squelchy, crunchy 303 that we like is a saw wave. And also this phase retrigger is pretty useful as well. So we got that. Let's also go in here and just make this monophonic and turn our glide on. Alright, so from there, the next part of this is going to be a bandpass filter, right, with a pretty good resonance, and we're going to set the envelope up, not too heavy, like, maybe like that, right? And as you can see, we have a little bit of attack. So this is the next secret here, is the attack on the envelope, and really the overall envelope shape. Because you also, I've noticed when studying tracks, like this little short decay doesn't really do it. You want it to like wow into the sound, right? So that's the thing. Also the key tracking, you can play with that. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not. Maybe just a little bit of it like that, right? So from there, we're going to use the shaper. Let's use the hard shaper. And there you go. You can see it's starting to really shape up into that 303 sort of sound, right? So it's the bandpass that might not even really sound super 303-esque. You know, like when you're at this stage, it doesn't sound that powerful, but then you add the distortion to that, and it is that sound, right? Like that's the 303 the modern way, right? Now from there, there's a bit more that you can do. I mean, you can really do almost anything from here, you know? I mean, I think I would like to start with a little bit more distortion. Yeah, and you can just find something that sounds good like that and kind of blend it. Also, this is where you can start playing with the resonance a bit more and like really dialing it in. And see, this is where like that short decay really doesn't do it. You can also get rid of those clicks if you turn the release up. And this works on any synth, by the way. This isn't just if you're doing this with operator. So yeah, you can do a lot from here. I mean, I've seen people do like chorus. Just for like a little bit of width maybe, right? I think some EQ would be good. And that's the other thing with the modern 303s is getting rid of the low end, because obviously it's not the bass line in your track. Like usually, you know, if we just go like in here and grab like a drum loop, you're gonna have your drums. That's really gonna be the bass line, right? With the kick here. So you can cut out the low end and let it just shine in the mids and highs. I've also seen this, like a really short reverb can do wonders. You know, just gives it a little bit more life. And then also you can even do some delay. You should have to be careful, like if your 303 is like this, where it's really constantly playing, then maybe you want like less delay. If it would be like this kind of a thing, like where people will just have like, you know, then you can really like play with the more delay. You can like bring this up a bit, less filtered. Right, it really just depends on like what the notes are being played. From there, another trick you can do, I wouldn't say like this is like the most proper thing, but it does give you a cool sound, is if you want, you can also play with limiting. I mean, this is great on synths. Like, people don't talk about this enough, just honestly taking a limiter. We're not clipping. You notice right here, we're not clipping before the limiter. But we can just push it a little further, you know? And yeah, so that is the secret Modern 303 formula. If you stick to this, stick to the saw wave, the bandpass with the attack on it that might not sound right away, but then you bring in the distortion and it'll give you that sound. And then just the other things we talked about. That's me for this one, guys. I hope you enjoyed. As always, make sure to like this video as well as subscribe. Let me know what you think of this video in the comments. This MIDI file, as well as 19 others, a total of 20, plus these sick audio files, plus even this 303 rack for Ableton, which I'll just demonstrate really quick. Right? So you got all that right at the top of the description. Definitely make sure to grab that while it's available. Thanks for the support, everybody, and I'll see you tomorrow with another video.